Opening drive of the ball game for the defenders. The reigning champions. Tamu pulls it down, is going to be brought down for a loss. He took a hit there at the 43 by last year's Defensive Player of the Year, Pita.
It's just a really nice job by the right side of that defensive line. The offense is right, defense is left. Pita Damo Penu gets in the throwing lane. Jordan Tamu didn't like what he saw, ends up trying to make something happen.
Warm-ups, he was coming up just a little bit short from 60 yards. Line drive is good. Drills it with room to spare. On 3rd and long, Tamu downfield in traffic, and he's picked off at the 30-yard line by Mosley. There's a flag down in the vicinity of the 32.
We got a flag, Adam. We got a flag down.
Adam, pass interference, number 2, defense.
So the result of play is an interception. Pass interference, defense, number 2, spot foul, first down, correct?
Pass interference, defense, number 2. Ball be placed in the spot of the foul, with an automatic first down.
Braylon Sanders, the intended receiver here, Roddy.
And look, you're going to get pressure from both sides. Jordan Tamu has no choice but to just throw this ball up in the air. And because he's just really hoping down the field, you get an interception. I didn't see the pass interference right there. It must have happened prior to that because
he grabbed a little bit of jersey and tugged on it there, Roddy, but definitely one that could go either way.
I think it is.
Ball action foul.
As you can hear the official, any live ball action foul can be challenged. It's a phenomenal challenge by Ricky Prohl.
The one we're not looking at the spot. We're looking at the actual action. We're going to look at that grab that occurred at about the 40. That's what we're going to take a look at. So I want the low angle shot that we had. Okay, I am looking at it, Adam. Didn't I just see that low shot, the television shot? Not this one. Yeah, this is the one. So there's that. There was. Yeah, the hand's already off him, isn't it? The hand. Look at the right hand. It looks like he might grab some jersey, as they're showing right now. What happens to that right hand? There. Does he pull it enough? Is there significant restriction there? Does he significantly hinder the receiver's opportunity to make the catch? This is the shot. I just don't feel this is enough. I mean, understand why it's called, because you got a slight turn of the shoulder. But to me, that hand's already off at that point. We're going to reverse this and take the interference off. And we're going to go back to the previous spot. It was 3rd and there was an interception.
We had an interception.
So the ruling in the field was an interception. We'll stay with the interception.
Can you give us the administrative information, Mayday, where the spot?
No.
Silvers got rid of it quickly, complete, and room to burn here for Jennings Jr. Still on his feet. Jennings pops the clutch down to the 1-yard line.
Tackle at the 1-yard line.
But there's a flag on the play.
Everybody stop. I have roughing the pass for defense 45. We're just going to go half the distance from the dead ball spot. It'll be the 2-minute warning, correct?
That's correct, Adam.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense number 45. Penalty is half the distance to goal with an automatic first down. This is.
Well, we've hit the 2-minute warning. Big run that time.
The roughing the passer is going to come from this side, but you get 6 blitzers, which means there's 5 DBs to cover the 5 receivers. Now just spotlighted DeAndre Baker. He misses the tackle, and because the other DBs are all occupied covering a receiver, it creates a big play. There's nobody else there. And you get Gary Jennings with a massive play for this St. Louis offense, and that's what happens against Blake Williams' defense. Sometimes.
And as a result, Mike, 27-yard field goal attempt from McCann knocks it through. As St. Louis pulls a little bit closer, 10-6 to end the first half of play. Ta'amu started the first half 6 for 6 into traffic and picked off at the 43-yard line by Miles Sims. And it's time for a photo op.
Well, they're trying to hit a sluggo, which is a slant and go. Miles Sims just sinks, and then there's a player underneath as well. There's no real window for Jordan Ta'amu to throw this ball, and he overthrows it over the head of the receiver, and Miles Sims is able to pick it off. Not sure if it was a misread by Ta'amu, or he didn't see Sims, or there was something that led him that way, but there was nowhere to go with that football, and it's the second interception of the day for Ta'amu.
Ready, go! Go, go, go!
Brendan Silvers out of the shotgun. Swings it out complete. That's Latulis. Got a lot of room. Down the sidelines. It'll be first and goal for the Battlehawks. Casey Rogers.
Ready, go!
Pulls it out. Pass complete. Neville touchdown. Tyler Neville. 23-yard field goal attempt coming from Tucker McCann. Knocks it right between the pipes.
2nd and 7 from the 40. Silvers taking a deep shot down the sideline. It's Butler, and it's first and goal for St. Louis. And there's Hakeem Butler. Welcome back to the Battlehawks lineup.
It's going to be him all the way, running down the field in single coverage. When we talked to Brandon Silvers yesterday, he said, listen, if they're going to leave him in one-on-one coverage, I'm going to throw it to him all night. What a throw by Silvers, absolutely dropping it in the bucket.
There we go. Hey, talk loud. There we go. 8 strikes.
3 for 4 last week. And the kick by McCann just sneaks in good. And St. Louis with 3.
Go! Turbo set!
Reed intercepted. His first pick thrown this year. A.J. Thomas with the snare. And the biggest play of the game for the Battle. That snap was low. Good job to get the hold down, and the kick is good by Tucker McCann. Pretty good work there by the punter. 4th down and 5. Silvers. There's the mesh. There's the throw. Caught. Diving for the goal line. Touchdown. Tyler Neville in for 6. And St. Louis with life here in the 4th. See if Silvers follows him. Looking left. Throwing for the end zone for Butler. And it is caught for 3. Hakeem Butler.
2nd down and 8. Corral from his own end zone. Lot of traffic, and it's picked. It's Williams for a pick 6. Jordan Williams. Boom.
What's the look you're looking for to take the shot? Like to get corners here. Do you have the look? We could have it. Find some time. He's got him.
Downfield, and it is intercepted again. That is Neville Clark. 2nd interception early on here by Matt Corral as a flag is down at midfield.
Here's the result of the play.
2 flags down. So they already crossed midfield. So remember, they would have to go for it on 4th down. And he's able to connect and hook up with Stephen McBride.
This is a big-time throw from Brandon Silvers. This is a deep bench route to the right. Watch the confidence and the timing that Silvers let this one go. One hitch, rips it. McBride, great job, great route, getting inside leverage.
So the 54-yard attempt by McCann. Oh, you talk about plenty of leg in the dome. That thing crashed into the netting from 54 out. Star, and the penalty gives him a first down. As Connor, ball comes out at the end of the play. St. Louis has it. Snoop Connor fumbles it away, and St. Louis recovers inside the 15-yard line.
You know what St. Louis is saying right now? Ball don't lie.
Levante Bentley with the fumble recovery.
And Snoop Connor is just trying to do too much here. It's a negative play. It's blown up. You see, and the ball is really loose. Actually hits his own thigh because that ball is so loose. Trying to make a play after evading the first tackle there.
A.J. Thomas the first to get in there. And then Bentley with a huge fumble recovery. And absent 6 of 7 made from 54 earlier. This from 40. And with that, he pushes their lead to 6 points. Brock,
if not, you have a corner route by your tight end down here at the bottom. Tight end on the corner or the slant up top.
There's Frost. We're going to extend the play. Into the end zone. Touchdown, St. Louis. Stephen McBride.
This is such a good job by Harrison Frost of extending the play, and watch the feet. 1 foot down is all you need. Stephen McBride secured it. Controls it going to the ground. That is a heck of a play by Harrison Frost. Initially on the throw to Hakeem Butler to get him down to the 1 yard line, and then there extending the play. Options weren't there right away. Didn't panic and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
Frost is going to take a strike downfield again and connects with Butler. Hakeem Butler. What a fourth quarter we're having here. A 64-yard touchdown. Frost to Butler. And it is first down at the 11-yard line. Frost goes underneath to his tight end Neville again, and Neville, a flag is down as Tyler Neville takes it across the goal line. This against the St. Louis comeback. 4th down and 10. Incomplete. It was denied. Neville Clark comes up big defensively, and it's a turnover on downs.
From 51, well within his range. Connected from 58 against DC back in week 1 of the Dome. And plenty of distance. And St. Louis strikes first. Tucker McCann from way downtown. Former Mizzou kicker, and now for DC. Second quarter underway. Hakeem Butler his first touch. Butler a stiff arm. Hakeem Butler off to the races. Still in bounds on the move. And Hakeem Butler goes the distance. When you think of touchdowns, you think of Hakeem.
It is on for a field goal.
And a chance to pick up a 4-point field goal if it's from further back than 60. Dangerous toss here. Quadruple coverage. Oh, did he catch it? Butler high in the sky.
I freaking love it.
Yeah, they're going to settle for 3. Battlehawks with some momentum on their side. Tucker McCann, 8 of 9 this year, make it 9 of 10. And a brand new game at the end of this second quarter, 17-12.
Unbelievable.
Tom Lugan, who wants it here? Latulis gets it. Latulis, oh, a nasty stiff arm. Get out of here. And the touchdown. Deontay Anderson on the wrong end of that delivery.
That respond to that. That was Kevon Latulis is normally the slasher, the athletic back, but watch the strength here with the right arm on Deontay Anderson. Get your weight up, boy. Weight room's that way.
26 thus far. This is closer than an extra point. And from the middle of the field, McCann makes it a 6-point affair. And remember the UFL rules, once you score, you can elect to go for it on 4th and 12 from your own 28 to maintain possession.
Frost stands tall, throws downfield to Butler. Butler makes the catch for the first down. Mr. Big Play, Akeem Butler, 27 yards. And surprisingly, that hurts his yards per catch average, which was 31.
I just love Frost in the pocket, able to step back a little bit, move, show a little patience, and able to get that outside backer blocked in Keyshawn Banks enough time to get that ball to Butler for the first.
Second straight start for Harrison Frost. Rifles over the middle of the field. Get up and bring it down. Tyler Neville inside the 1-yard line.
Yeah, I think Max Brown, he's on to something. He's on to something.
He was in, wasn't he?
Max Brown was on to something, saying Tyler Neville, only 4 catches on the year. That time makes his 5th catch right near the goal line.
Blake Jackson is going to give it up, and Kylan James finds the end zone for St. Louis. That's A.J. Smith, the offensive coordinator for St. Louis, who is Coach Prime's quarterback coach for the Colorado Buffaloes as well.
I want you to watch just this blocking. Watch everybody just cave down, cave. And now you have a back who just comes right through there. It's pretty simple blocking. When everybody does their job, you cave everything down, ride the wave, and boom, you get an unblocked defender who can't make the tackle.
First year in the UFL that we have an option for kicks for the extra point. This has been the 3rd and 7 for Plummer. Steps up and is dropped. The sack is made by Damone Harris. What a story. With a walk-on at Buffalo under Lance Leipold, ended up as a Super Bowl champs for the Kansas City Chiefs.
I want you to watch how Damone Harris, he shows as if he's going to run a game. So watch this. He's going to get square and then find a way to get to the quarterback. He acts as if he's going to run a game. See that? And that just moves his way right into the quarterback. Like he was going to run a pick, but didn't pick him, went to the quarterback.
Now, since they barely eclipsed the... Plummer well protected, goes to Dotson on the check down, lowers the shoulder, and will not get it. St. Louis with their second stop tonight on 4th down.
Michael Ojemudia, he's a former NFL guy, making the play in the open field. That's a nice tackle, and they took away the F choice. That was the receivers stacked up top. Good job of passing things off defensively for St. Louis, forcing the check down and a nice tackle by the deuce, Michael Ojemudia.
You guys down here on the sideline, St. Louis defensively was yelling out.
Solo. No.
Frost. What a catch! Blake Jackson hold it in for the first down.
That's Carcelda.
They're on the move, but what a catch by Jackson. Watch the ability. One hand. Did he get the second? That's a catch.
Ready, go!
3rd and goal for Frost. End zone, high, and someone nearly got mossed. Touchdown! God, it happened! James Bostic mossed him!
Wake up, Mike.
The elevator only goes so high for some, but Bostic went up a different level. It stopped at 8. Bostic went up to 10. He only needs 1 foot in. And that's a touchdown, Low.
Only need 1 foot in the United Football League. Are you kidding me?
James Bostic with the play of the day.
In college, 36 yards for Sanborn. They're going to let him kick it. And this one is good.
What do I know about kickers? I'll be quiet and sit over here.
Sanborn out of Stanford and the University of Texas went 8 for 10, kicking field goals in his college career. That was all.
To Corbin. To the 40. Ball is out. St. Louis has it. And picked up by Trey Dean.
And this is a fumble because he's not touched.
Once he's touched, he goes down the ground. It's not a fumble.
But Jayshawn Corbin is not touched. And that's... They're going to take a look at it, and I think initially you think he's touched. He's actually untouched. He's not. He's touched by his own players, the one that knocks him down.
That is so unfortunate.
And that's unfortunate. He loses the football, but he's never touched by a St. Louis Battlehawk on that run.
How wild is this? Dean, who was activated this week, comes up with a fumble recovery, and Amani Bledsoe, who was picked up this week by Orlando, comes up with the interception. So a couple of guys with takeaways that just showed up. Four-man rush, gets home! Carlos Davis, former seventh-round pick by the Steelers, comes up with a sack.
Oh, I love this little, it's an ET game. That means in goes first, tackle goes second. So in first, and then watch the tackle loop all the way around and get to the quarterback. A nice little E with the T and the sack.
The lone sack in Carlos Davis's NFL career. Going into the break. From Sanborn. And that is dead on. 18-0. Battlehawks. The punter slash kicker, Ryan Sanborn, getting it done on 2 straight makes.
Look, the deeper the kicks go.
That's a win.
Broke it up, and for the 3rd time, St. Louis gets a stop on 4th down.
Oh, what a job by J-Dub, right? Jordan Williams. Ricky Prohl just said it. You cannot get complacent in this situation. I want you to watch Jordan Williams. He's right here, but watch how he clears the space to get to his coverage. He gets to his coverage because he's got enough space and also enough depth behind to go make the play. This is a terrific job of getting to your coverage and knocking the ball away.
Jordan Williams has become a fixture of spring football. Former Baylor Bear. He's a mainstay for the San Antonio Brahmas. But the core of that team is now
across the field. Here's the fake, and here's the cross country.
Frost is going to run and score!
Let's go. Yeah, we won one, Coach. Ricky won.
Okay, yeah. Let's keep kicking.
Way to go, boys. Way to go.
Love the play call down there.
Good position.
3rd down and 5. Looking for some space. Now running for the first down on a slide for Harrison Frost. He gets up looking for extra on a penalty with the hit on the slide. No flag, and it's 1st down, St. Louis.
So they have a guy in front, but they also have a guy in the back end over the top of Butler, right? So now you want to go to him. It's not there. A quick decision by Frost to bring the ball down and rush for the 1st down. An outstanding job by him because that is not his real game. Very continue that tonight is the question.
On 1st down, there's Butler with the catch and twisting his way for the 1st down to the 33-yard line.
We already talked about it previously in this game. If they're in man-to-man coverage, they are going to get the ball to number 88. The question is, can Louisville...
And Ahmed's kick slips inside the right upright and is true. A 3-3 ball game. And a 1st and 10. Frost in the pocket, heaves it down the field. He's got a man open, and he connects at the 28-yard line with Blake Jackson.
It's just all verticals, vertical here. And you read, what does this safety do? He moves off the hash, and so you throw it right down the numbers. Not a perfect throw, but acceptable, and a nice catch by the former Division III All-American quarterback, Blake.
Jennings with a St. Louis touchdown. It's a touchdown pass for Harrison Frost and a 9-3 Battlehawks lead.
It's a great play call, but it can't get started if you don't get it started. Take a look at your talented possible offensive player of the year, making a block and making sure that this play can get in the end zone. That is team football right there. And it's very smart of him not to kill Dantzler, right? You can't knock him out because that's a penalty. He just kind of screens him like a basketball.
Motion on 2nd down and 10. Frost over the middle. Good toss this time, and going up to get it is Pearson, the first down to the 44. Four-man rush. They set it up. Howard with blockers. First down and more. Howard inside the 15 and out of bounds at the Louisville 11.
Take a look at center and guard work in unison. First, they don't go out right away. They set, and then they throw the guys by, get out front, and there is nothing but green grass for number 44, 41 in silver,
Boston punch
Javion Howard.
Third down and 9. Frost to the end zone, leaping grab, touchdown, Stephen McBride.
This is a really nice red zone call. You're going to get a take-2 route from here, and then you get to play one-on-one outside on the post. A great call, a nice job of sacrificing by number 18, James Bostic, and then throw that ball up high and allow him to go rebound. Stephen McBride with the strong hands.
Way to step up and drive.
On third down, Rodgers intercepted. It is picked off. Stepping in front of it is Neville Clark, and he's got his second interception of the year.
This is such a nice job by Neville Clark. He's on the outside right here. He's in man-to-man coverage, and he has a technique where he has his eyes on his wide receiver. However, when he feels the break, he gets eyes on the quarterback, sees the ball thrown, and his instinct takes him to the football.
But they're in this game. Down 13, short field, first down and a sack again. The 6th St. Louis sack. This time Travis Feeney gets to Chandler Rodgers.
This is a big mistake by the left tackle. You take the big and you allow the outermost guy to come free. He allows the inside guy closest to the quarterback to get to his quarterback right away. That's a big mistake up front for the offensive line. And how about the veteran number 50?
On the keeper. Perez. They call it a touchdown. St. Louis. Luis Perez takes over at quarterback. Doesn't complete a pass in his first series, but scores the touchdown.
Well, I tell you, you go with a little kind of pseudo wildcat backup quarterback, and then the quarterback sneak. I've never seen Brock a quarterback sneak with his helmet above the pile like that.
Well, don't you think some of that is because there's no tush push?
Yeah.
Right? I think we get so accustomed watching certainly college and NFL.
Should know where he is. Here's Perez on third down, going deep over the middle. Got Butler! He makes the catch despite having Cam Smith all over him. That big body showing off. 45 yards on the catch.
Well, that's the guy you got to go to down the field. And again, he's averaging 25 yards a catch. He's so imposing physically, and this is severely underthrown, and he's able to just adjust on that ball. And Cam Smith can't make the play. Even made a lot of contact before that ball arrived, and Butler was able to
Lofts it up towards the end zone, and it's caught. Stephen McBride, touchdown, Battlehawks.
They got the exact coverage that they were hoping for, man-to-man, and you got that slot fade. You heard A.J. Smith talk about the slot fade. Token fake in the backfield, and then this ball's just got to be high into the outside. That's a beautiful throw from Luis Perez. McBride can just run right underneath it, beats the coverage, good release, and he's able to catch it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And Ahmed gets it. We'll see if that 4 points winds up making a difference as we look the other way. That's the tight end Neville, and Neville goes airborne, stays in bounds. Great run after the catch by the tight end. 27 yards on the reception for Tyler Neville.
Yeah, I thought that this was going to be an offensive pass interference. Let me tell you why. It's because this is a pick play. Watch coming from the outside. You're going to try to sneak the tight end right there, but there's contact by the wide receiver, and that ball was caught beyond the line of scrimmage. If it's caught behind the line of scrimmage, that's a legal block. But
from the 14, Kylan James gets going and into the end zone. How easy was that? 14 yards on the run, 2 plays, and they extend the lead.
Just too easy over there on the left side. Columbus came in with the worst rushing defense in the league, and this is just proof of that. Kylan James, little rodeo motion right here, and you see the stop and start in the backfield, and then a nice job on the outside. Garage, the left tackle, number 76, stayed with his block. James was able to read that, get the edge, and then he walked into the...
So Jalen Morton in at quarterback. He hands it off from Lovett. Going to be dropped at the 2-yard line. Steve Linton sniffed that one out right away.
Man, this defense is so fast. It's really tough to run side to side. That front seven, they get moving, and Linton right here, he's up the field, and there's nowhere to go. As John Lovett is trying to catch the edge, and he can't get there. And now they're backed up, and this is not the scenario that you want to be in. If you're Todd Haley, the offensive play caller, this is...
McClendon. Nice pass, intercepted. Right into the hands of Jordan Mosley. And the Battlehawks defense with another big play.
Well, they're trying to give a little bit of eye candy in the backfield here. Watch this motion. They're trying to fake the jet sweep with the snap right there, and then try to get that same player out on the wheel route, the tight end on the backside. And the Battlehawks defense just never bit on any of those fakes. Great discipline with their eyes. Brock, that's a heck of a job by those safeties, and Jordan Mosley with that interception.
Yeah, you just do feel this speed, Joel. You made an excellent point about attacking this defense. Maybe a little undersized.
So a first down after the penalty. Another quick pass right in the middle of the field. Jacob Pearson, and St. Louis is in the red zone.
This is what I'm talking about. This is a smart route from a good slot receiver. You're going to see the space in the middle of the field right there. And as he's working, he's just going to settle down in that space, and he's not going to run to get himself covered. I keep saying that when you see zone coverage as a wide receiver, you got to give the numbers to your quarterback, and he does a great job there, Brock, creating a completion.
James, easy. Second rushing touchdown of the night for Kylan James. This one from 18.
And this just opens up like the Red Sea. I don't know what the safety is looking at. That's Michael Lawson. He was heading over to the left side over there. Captain Munnerlyn just can't believe.
And the reason St. Louis is as good as they are, the #1 rush defense in the UFL, is because of guys like Taylor Stallworth and Carlos Davis. The interior of this defensive line is so good. Peter Dalmapenu gets a lot of attention. Travis Feeney gets a lot of attention. But they are so good across the front.
Dalmapenu nowhere with this fired-up atmosphere, looking to clinch a playoff spot here in St. Louis. This is Fresh on the return, and it's a good one. Sean Fresh with a blocker in front as he is finally run out inside the 20-yard line by the punter Rivers.
Does a great job on the outside of holding up those blocks without actually holding. Usually you see a big return like that, somebody's got some jersey, but a really good technical job on that punt return and great field.
See the pro career stats for Ramiz Ahmed. This will be a 32-yard attempt. And he puts it right through. So the 49-yard punt return by Sean Fresh sets up the field goal. Here's Perez. Points downfield, running out of options, and somehow gets it to Howard. Jarvion Howard. They're just freestyling, ad-libbing, and finding a way as Howard makes it to the 35. What a play by Perez.
They're going to have to see if Howard was out of bounds and established himself back in. I'm not sure he did.
What do we got?
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Out of bounds, and he was the first to touch.
Okay, lost it down at the previous spot.
He's out of bounds there. Ends up being the first to touch it. That's a big play that's going to be coming back.
Pass.
We're down in 13. Perez. And he gets it complete to Butler for a first down, just like the three of you were saying.
That's a great job of stepping up in the pocket and throwing with anticipation. Watch when he lets this ball go. Butler's head hadn't even turned around yet. And again, they're only working on a couple weeks.
And he puts it through. Deckers on first down with time. That is intercepted. It is picked off, and St. Louis is going to be in prime position. That was Taylor Hawkins with the interception.
He was already keeping this up. I see what you're saying. Did he just get moved? Did he just get moved? I don't know. But the safety cheating this time.
This is a high-low read on this linebacker, but what he doesn't see is the safety sitting right there driving. He makes the right decision based on the linebacker. The linebacker stays low, so he's trying to hit the glance behind it, but you have to have vision on the safety who never moved, never got depth, and Deckers threw it right to his numbers.
And what an opportunity now for the back
go for Luis Perez.
Just a 25-yard field goal attempt. And the interception turns into 3 points before halftime.
Cannot say enough about Houston.
Perez, that snap was off center, and now he's scrambling, and he gets it complete for a first down as McBride is still going downfield, weaving his way down to the 36-yard line of Houston.
Boy, watch the snap. Slow and to the right. Perez does a great job, but it's the pocket movement. Keeps his eyes downfield to find McBride, and a great pickup. You felt like they needed that.
Boston's reverse.
Going 3 and out to start this.
Second down. Wide open is Neville and right in. Tyler Neville. We shared with you all the adversity he has overcome in life. The foundation that he started, the good work he does in the community after battling cancer. Underwent 20 surgeries before he was 18 years old. He was born without hearing. He battled cancer in the former Virginia. Deckers chased down and taken down. Peter Toimopenu again playing a major role.
Boy, we talked about it earlier. Watch the right guard. They are triggering off of that right there. And Taumapenu on a stunt on the inside with the jump on the snap count was all over it. Houston has got to change up the snap count, get the ball out of Decker's hands quickly, because right now this front end this game up.
Here's Perez on first down, going to take a shot right away, and he connects with McBride.
Boy, Stephen McBride has been Luis Perez's security blanket. Every time he's had a one-on-one, he hasn't been going to Hakeem Butler. He's been going to Stephen McBride. I love that he threw this ball flat. Didn't put too much air on it, so the DB didn't have time to adjust and gain back the ground.
Second down, Perez with a man in his face, and he connects downfield to Pearson. Shakur Pearson. And St. Louis is in business.
This is so good from Luis Perez, hanging in there. This is the throw that he didn't make earlier in the game to Shakur Pearson when he didn't get enough juice on the ball that time, even with somebody in his face. Puts that one right on the money as Chris Allen lays the hit on him.
60, yeah.
Staring down the barrel. You know you're going to.
Perez. Shallow cross is caught by Jackson. And Jackson is out at the 10-yard line. Remember, no timeouts remain for St. Louis. 18 seconds to play.
Houston has broken the 50. They cannot punt on fourth down. Here comes the pressure, and down goes Hunter Deckers. All the Battlehawks on hand. Sean Fresh and Peter Tuamopenu, of course, in on the sack.
I couldn't see you.
Pita's out here, and he's just going to loop inside, and because the offensive linemen are working out because of the threat, he just goes right up the middle and is able to sack Hunter Deckers, and it's the worst case scenario for this Houston offense because of what you said, Lowell. Past the 50, cannot punt on fourth down.
Got to make the 40. Perez feeling the pressure, and he gets it there. Get him the dang ball. Hakeem Butler, his first catch of the night.
Well, there's off coverage with Hakeem Butler and the defender, and it just gives him a ton of space. If you're defending that, you've got to know where the sticks are as he's lined up in the slot. You got to know exactly where he's got to get to on the first down and drive on that ball quicker than what happened on that play. Okay.
Perez, and for the first time, it's his old buddy Sal Cannella, the former Auburn tight end, signed this week, comes up with his first catch as a Battlehawk.
I appreciate Mike Pereira giving him a different look.
Plumlee in trouble. Tuamopenu almost got him. And the forearm throw down by Keelan Kennedy. Bad news for the Houston receiver.
Well, the pressure comes right here from Peter Tuamopenu, but then John Rice Plumlee scrambles out and tries to get it out to Justin Hall and throws what we can only call a hospital ball because, man, oh man, this is a big hit that happens on the receiver. It's a terrible feeling, and the quarterback's off balance, so being led up the field is understandable a little bit, but that was dangerous. Ball kind of takes him there.
Here's Ahmed from 36 yards out. And that is good. So St. Louis is on the board. Still chasing 6 points and
a couple of defenders out of position.
Plumlee to throw, picked off. St. Louis takes it away. Michael O.J. Mudia, the former third-round pick by the Broncos out of Iowa, takes it away.
I thought this might have been tipped, but you're going to get O.J. Mudia right here and just takes advantage of the overthrow. Initially, the way the ball came out, it looked like just the trajectory of it looked weird, but I don't think anybody touched that. I think it was just a poor overthrow, and I was just about to comment on how John Rice Plumlee has not been proficient through the air. This is a situation where you're going to have to throw the ball, and it was great to start the drive, but at some point you need the guy who can throw it in the game. Hunter Deckers.
Battlehawks looking for at least 3. Perez looking for Butler, one-on-one. Butler got it! Butler into the end zone. His knee was down. He was not touched, got right back up, and that's how you turn around a stagnant offense. And Jackson will give it up. James got the first down, got the end zone for the touchdown. A 12-play scoring drive by the Battlehawks. Howard's the running back. Howard gets the rock and is in with a 2-pointer and a mighty spike.
and happens to dump it over the defense's head.
Keep in mind here on third down, they can't punt because the ball already broke the 50-yard line, and now Plumlee goes backwards. Damone Harris with the sack.
They blitzed him again.
Yes, they did. They said our 1, 2, 3 are better than your 1, 2, 3 on that side, and the pressure gets to John Rice Plumlee very quickly.
They broke the 50 by 2 yards. Since they go backwards 13, this is now 4th and forever. And biggest play of the game to Howard. Howard with the surge in the first down.
Yeah, you're running zone this way, but Sal Cannella comes across, and then right behind it, Jarvion Howard off the quick count. Look at the surge up front on those two double.
Ahmed to make it a 6-point lead. It is good.
Losing streak. On 2nd and 5, Perez under late pressure, able to get rid of that football and throw a strike for the first down to the 31-yard line. Luis Perez was under major heat and unloaded it quickly to Darby.
Yeah, he gets pressure from the tackle and around the edge, but watch him stand in there. This takes some serious courage. Off of the play fake, and he's able to still get that ball out accurately on the outside, right in front of his in-breaking receiver. Good catch with the hands there for Darby.
Can was injured. Ahmed's first attempt of the night is true, and a 3-0 lead for Ricky Prohl's St. Louis Battlehawks. They take their first possession and march it down for 3, and it's 3-0 mid-first on Fox.
We all love this game, so we want to take advantage of every opportunity.
Thanks, Manuel.
Yes, man. Thank you as well.
A good pitch and catch to Hakeem Butler. The Battlehawks' big play receiver finally caught near the 20-yard line.
Well, that right there is exactly why he's averaging over 20 yards a catch. First of all, he's a great target, but then look at the strength. He just runs right away from the arm tackle, and he's all the way down the field. They finally get him out of bounds. Bobby Price with the tackle there. Butler is just so good, and these quarterbacks, you kind of have to learn how to play with a guy that is that physically dominant in our defense.
Second sack of the night for Dallas, and Ahmed from 32 yards out makes it a 1-point game, 7-6. They had the big play to Butler, but the Dallas defense stiffens in the red zone and keeps the lead in St. Louis.
To the next series.
Can you build on it here? On first down, nothing doing on the ground. Damoy Penu, not just a pass rusher, able to clog up that running lane and nowhere to go for Lingard.
Got to be gap sound when you're facing the run. And so Damoy Penu watches, he's just going to stay right there, and then he just fills that hole right where the running back is trying to run. That's a
pressure again. Reed dancing. Damoy Penu is there. Reed able to get rid of it, but nobody in the area. He took a big pop as he threw that football away.
There is no foul for intentional grounding. The quarterback was outside of the pocket and threw the ball beyond the line of scrimmage. It'll be third down.
I mean, what a move. The power right there. And he's going against Corey Stewart, the tackle. You can see that right hand up there. It's just like
here we go.
Reggie White. And then how about the huge shot
on the double
that Reed took?
Here we go.
I tell you, man, that does not feel good. Damoy Penu is in there. Reed's trying to get away. He spins around, and then bam! He gets drilled by Leonard Payne. And is in a little pain after a hit like that. Really bad, but as a quarterback, you've got to just execute in rhythm.
Perez going up top on first down. Wide open downfield is Stephen McBride all the way to the Dallas 25.
Love this concept against this coverage. Okay, this safety back here, he's in quarters coverage, so he's going to come down right here. What do? You go up and over the top of him like that. That's the read for the quarterback. He sees that safety on the near side, and as soon as his feet are flat, you know you're going to go up and over the top, and there's Stephen McBride.
0 for 2 in the red zone tonight. Reed in trouble here as he throws. That ball trickles out. Is it a fumble? It's loose on the turf, and it's recovered. A clean recovery by the Battlehawks.
I never thought his hand was moving forward. I think that was a great call live by the officials. Reed is trying to scoot up in the pocket. And he got pressure, and this has been the name of the game for this St. Louis team. There's pressure here that Steve Linton, and that ball looks like it's coming out as his palm is over the ball. Before it starts moving forward, you can tell that even Reed felt that way. He starts immediately looking for the ball. You see right there, definitely loose before it's moving forward. And that one's a live ball, and St. Louis recovers with a short field.
And it's Linton who ends up with the football after knocking it out. It was almost intercepted by Neil Farrell, and Rick Neuheisel cannot believe it. That pressure has just been smothering. Down, Perez just gets the snap on 3rd and goal, throws to the 5, Bostic to the 1, he's in for the touchdown! Former Ohio Bobcat, who began his career at Vanderbilt, into the end zone for the 2nd time this season. 4th and 1. Vaughn's on the move. Reed with the pitch. It's Jones to the edge. He will not get there. Oh, what a play from Keelan Kennedy.
To get that yard.
That's an incredible open field tackle by Keelan Kennedy. First of all, they're trying to run speed option here on the outside, right? So you got the quarterback here, but Jones is way too far deep. Look how far he is. Now he's got to get up the field 6-7 yards because of how far deep he lined up. He can't take a direct line, and how about Kennedy, the open field tackle, and twice now we've seen St. Louis turn away Dallas on 4th down now.
46-yard try for Ahmed. He missed from 40. He's hit 2 tonight. This one right down the middle, and the Battlehawks with 10 minutes to play have the lead. 16-13.
Him out of bounds. That's an error on the throw from Luis Perez.
And so Ramiz Ahmed will come on to attempt the 37-yard field goal. And the Battlehawks are now on the board. So Ricky Prohl's squad gets points out of the drive. It's a 7th ball game early on. Howard into the end zone. Touchdown, St. Louis.
Well, even after the Butler drop, they're able to get the ball in the end zone. Great job taking advantage of that penalty. And there's Howard and that power I was telling you about. At contact, he's able to get himself into the end zone. And here down 2, and they're going to act.
Here on 1st down, pressure coming, and they get their first sack of the day. Levante Bentley and Michael Ojamadia.
Well, you talk about getting after the quarterback. Look at them. They're all getting after Chandler Rogers in the backfield. He's got nowhere to go with this football. They're trying to get a little bit of a choice route down the field and just develops way too slowly. And you can see the pressure get home. That ball needs to get out. He's hot right there, Brock. You don't have enough protecting you. That ball needs...
Low snap. Rogers, nowhere to go. Travis Feeney shut him down, and this St. Louis defense answers the call. Perez directing traffic, and he finds Blake Johnson, who dives for the score. And for the first time today, the Battlehawks are in front.
What Perez did such a good job on the move to his right, keeping his eyes downfield. And as Louisville Flowed over the top. He was able to find Blake Jackson in the hole of the defense. That's a great series for this St. Louis offense, and they've found a rhythm here in this second quarter.
Blitz coming. Pass caught by Hudson. It is the double move and wide open in the end zone, but underthrown. Miles Sims with the pick. Hudson trying to throw it to Tariq Black and couldn't get enough on it.
There was just enough pressure on Hudson out there on the outside. He couldn't get everything on the ball because Tariq Black was wide open. They try to get the double pass. Here's the ball out to the outside, and here, just enough, and he's throwing it off his back foot. But how about the reaction from Sims? What an incredible reaction. Sims is able to, look at him. He's beat right here, and now he takes off towards the end zone and one-hands it.
There is a flag on the field after the
ruling
play.
on the field is an interception that results in a touchback.
This is an important third down. Needing 6, they get it. Sal Cannella, his third catch of the game. Make it his 4th. There's a flag down on the play.
Yeah, it's going to be on Cannella. He spun the ball right at the feet of the defender.
As we said earlier, his long for the season has been 46.
Come on, baby.
Yes. Let's go. No problem with that one. Plenty of distance. And so in a back and forth contest, suddenly, it's the Battlehawks who are back on top.
I get those goosebumps every time. I need time.